Welcome back to another Hockey Nation Hockey Night show with the hockey coach, Goro Coach Frenchy, directly for the beautiful country of Thailand. On amazing, great Tuesday night, July 18, 2023. We are back after we take a night off because it's summertime, and that's the reason behind. We are right now in a tropical storm in Thailand. That's it. That's how. We are in tropical storm. Was the point, coach? But been in Florida for a couple of years, many years in Mississippi and Alabama. I've been to many hurricanes. One of them was really I lost everything in Katrina, and when I was in Mississippi, everything. Anyhow. My point today is people here in Thailand are freaking out because they have a tropical storm, and it's like nothing. It's like nothing. I don't know. Maybe the winds maybe 30 miles per hour, but it's fun because you live at the 31st floor. It feels like a little bit bigger, but at the end of the day, it's nothing compared to what I've been in my past in my life in Florida. Anyhow, welcome back, guys. Tonight is about the NHL news, a rumor around the league. We have a couple of news we want to talk about what happened in the last couple of days. And we're going to talk about a little bit about Montreal Canadiens. But don't forget, guys, tomorrow night, this is your night. What are you talking about, Coach? But tomorrow night, guys, about the Montreal Canadiens, the AB barbecue show with Marco Larabi and Mr. Enarta. Marco is going to be directly from Hawkesbury. It looked like he did an amazing, great move from Ottawa to Hawkesbury. A little bit is back, a little bit in pain, but otherwise it looked like everything is looking great over there. So I'm glad to hear that from Marco. And then Enarta is going to be back with us for the co-host, of course, the barbecue show. Every Wednesday night, we have a special show about the Montreal Canadiens. And then the Sunday night is about the Montreal Canadiens. Possible for the couple of weeks, guys, we're not going to do much show the Monday night and Tuesday night. But because we have a couple of news happening in the NHL tonight, so why not to come back for maybe 60 minutes and stay until to the end of the show, guys. What are you talking about, Coach? But we have a Frenchy quiz usually, right? We have another one tonight. But it's one about hockey, one about a fact, and then after that is one about Enarta. So stay tuned until the end of the show, guys. 3 questions, and I wish you good luck for those 3 questions. First of all, guys, we have a lot of people knock the door. We want to welcome everybody. First of all, Larry Lavallee, directly from upstate New York, is in the house. Welcome back, Larry. Hopefully you're doing well. And I'm glad to have you aboard. Of course, Mr. Enarta, the co-host of the AB Nation, is back in the house, directly from Toronto, somewhere, somehow, in the cavemen. And we have our friend directly de la belle province de Québec, dans la région de Sherbrooke. Notre ami Nicolas de Gobi-Bono is in the house. Welcome back, Mr. Nicolas. J'espère que tout va bien. Tu passes une très belle été dans ta région. Je sais que tu as pris des vacances. Tu es allé à Chicoutimi ou dans la Beauce, quoi que ce soit. Anyhow, Randy Walkman from Alberta is in the house. Great writer about the Florida Calgary Flame, and of course the big fan of the Toronto Maple Leafs. Randy, welcome back. Hopefully doing well, and your wife. Glad to have you aboard. We have, of course, Gary Cournoyeur, the road runner, just finished his day. Now he's back home. He relaxed. He wants to talk about hockey. Gary, an amazing, great man. Support the channel. Another members directly from Montreal, somewhere around Montreal. I don't know, downtown, whatever. I never know exactly where Gary live in Montreal. We have a couple of people welcome. What about our friend, the Snowmobile Man? We call him the Snowmobile. Mr. William Leclerc is in the house tonight. Welcome back. What about our friend directly of the Tokyo? Did not move yet in Bangkok. By the way, I'm going back in Bangkok this weekend. It looks like it's raining. It's supposed to rain this weekend, but I'm going to be on the river. So I bought a ticket to go to on the boat. And it's a dinner boat and 2-3 floor, I think it is. And you go around the Bangkok downtown and you visit a couple of places and you have a buffet, everything like that. Not too bad. It's about like $49 for 2 people. So I'm excited to be there Friday night. I'll be in Bangkok for the weekend, and then back home after that. I take the bus to get there. Take about $4 for the ticket to get there. Anyhow, if you don't follow me, I make another video on the Frenchy internet. If you don't mind, that'd be great about that. And I'm starting another channel, guys, called The Fact to Know About. It's going to be live in the next couple of days. I'm working on that part over there as another subject. What about a moderator, Luciano Graziano, is in the house. Welcome back, Luciano. Hopefully doing well. Another one and the neighbor of the NRTAP in Toronto, somewhere. I don't know. I remember, like, did not Danny said he's supposed to go to Niagara Falls, something like that? You know, guys supposed to meet somewhere in Niagara Falls? I don't know. Anyhow, people say hi, everybody. Thanks so much, my friend Larry, to be a 6-month membership. Very kind of you. By the way, guys, I didn't turn on this because I use, I think my camera is fixed. Can you see that? I feel like I'm back. You don't tell me. I know Nicolas and Vinny 007 told me that. Look like I have some kind of problem with my camera. And I figure out what. So I have a port, you know, you have some port beside the computer. And I have like 3 Mac Pro. And one of them does not work. So I was using the same site with my camera. It looked like it was affect the camera for what I can figure out this morning. So I switched the other site, and that's where I am right now. So this weekend, I'm going to be back in the Apple store. What a great Apple store, my guys. One of the best Apple store I've ever seen in my life. Anyhow, let's talking about this one there. And we have Chicago Bear. Nick is in the house tonight. 13 months of relation and membership. Thanks so much, Mr. Nick. Always a pleasure, Nick. We miss you, buddy. Hopefully you're doing well, Mr. Nick. What's up with Tarasenko? Nobody want him or asking too much money. Great question. By the way, if you have any question, put the little Q. I'm going to answer to you. This tonight is the show, guys. I'm flying everywhere tonight. So I just want to share with you about that. So don't be ask any question about any team, any players, anything you want to talk about this. By the way, I just released 400 name of the 2024. I give it to Mr. NRTAP. If you want to have all a document, guys, on the Google, I can send to you. Email me, and I will send to you. This is 400 fan players that are eligible for the draft 2024. And you have all the bit information, their age, where they play, and their size, everything like that. So if you want to do that, that'd be great. Not a problem. That'd be great. Jacob Murray back in the house. Salut mon Jacob, comment il va mon Jacob? J'espère que tout va bien. J'espère que tu passes une très belle été présentement. Ça nous fait très plaisir. I answered this one over there, but I did not answer very well the question about Gary. I will be back with you, Gary, because we have to welcome someone here. Here we go, right now, and the driveway at home, it just twice is Ford GT450. Mr. Dixon Automotive is in the house tonight. Welcome back in the house, Mr. Dixon. It looked like, guys, I don't know, I just said my super chat was not on, but we have a super chat, guys, from Larry Lavallée at $10. Thanks so much, my friend. Always a pleasure. Great supporter of the Hockey Nation show. We appreciate every penny we get that we appreciate for the Hockey Nation. Super chat, Larry Lavallée. He did it again, Larry Lavallée. Another big hype. Thanks so much, Mr. Larry, to do that for the Hockey Nation live show. Very kind of you to do that. And we love it at the hockey to get some kind of hype super chat. A little bit rusty about my super chat. A long time did not do it. But we're really kind of you to do that. So that's what we're going to move here, guys.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. So Mr. Gary asked a question about what's up with Tarasenko. But he has something right now on difficulties with the salary cap. That's the first thing. The second thing I would say to you guys, some team are waiting for other movement in NHL. So Eric Carlson, example, hold right now possible two other UFA that can go left and right. Matt Dumba could go with San Jose at some point. So they have some kind of holding right now in NHL, and that's the reason behind that. Tarasenko could be at different ways. It could be Ottawa at some point. They talk about him. The Carolina are maybe not in the mix anymore. They try to get Carlson too. But Tarasenko is going to let one deal, I believe, would be only 1 year for Tarasenko. Definitely we're going to follow up at what's going on over there. Thanks so much about that. Guys, I need a favor from everyone. Please subscribe to Coach. Thank you so much. Mr. Luciano, appreciate that. William, I agree with you about this. I'm back. I've been on vacation. Nicola, Nick, tell us a little bit more what's going on. Where did you go? And give us some information. Thanks so much, everybody, for all the hype you celebrate with Larry. He's a great man. What about Sharks is in the house tonight? I'm in Nassau and the Bahamas. So, Sharks right now is with family in Nassau Island and Bahamas. Very nice place over there. If you have a chance to go to Bahamas, guys, really, it's a, it's not a big island, but it's nice to go around, a nice area to go left and right. Enjoy your vacation. We know Adam just back from Italy, by the way. And we're missing our friend Andre, guys. Every morning, I have a routine, and my routine is really. I was out in my routine for the last couple of months, but I'm really more back on my routine. And I sleep 5 hours max per day, and at 4:30 I wake up and I do my own stuff at the beginning. My first hour is all about me. I really care about my health the morning. So the first hours are about set my day, everything like that, and then I look my email at some point after that, and I was missing the Andre email. He's going to be forever remember inside the Hockey National show. So hopefully he's listening us, watching us, and I'm sure he's really more happier to be where easy right now. I just want to we miss our friend Andre Robert. Anyhow, William, I have a question here. I was thinking about Patrick Nolan the other days, second pick overall, I think 5 6 years. Last I saw was in Vegas, and he said there are a lot of talk was there. Very strange about this. I think you talk about Nolan Patrick and not Patrick Nolan. It was second overall pick. You're absolutely right about this. It was drafted by the Flyers. Then he got traded to the Nashville, and the same day he got sent to the Vegas Golden Knights. That trade was involved with Rand Ellis, if you can recall it. So anyhow, William, the funny thing about this, guys, he was on the long-term injury reserve with the Vegas Golden Knights last year. He did not play any game, and obviously he have only 53 names, I believe, can be on the Stanley Cup when you win the Stanley Cup, right? So they grave your name, and they have only possible 53. I could be wrong with the number. Someone can verify for me. That'd be great. And obviously, they have to drop Nolan Patrick out of the Stanley Cup. So his name is not going to be remembered. I don't know if he's going to get a ring or not by the team, but that's happening about him. It looked like he's over his days in NHL about him. So great question about this, William, to remember Nolan Patrick. I just read about this like 1 month ago about him. So sometimes, guys, you make a ton of money in hockey, guys, but the average career in NHL is not long. You're going to remember always the Crosby and the guy played 15 years in NHL, right? But there are exceptions. If you look about that, the bottom 6 are each team, and then you play like maybe 2, 3 years, 4, 5 years, and then you disappear. And it's sad, but that's the reality about that, about this. Dan Asham is back in the house, ladies and gentlemen. Dan Asham directly from Winnipeg. Welcome back, Dan. Hopefully doing well with you and your beautiful Colette. But that's another destination, Randy, for Dumba, for for that. You know, Calgary Flame are maybe looking for trade Zadorov or Danev and Anifin, 3 spot right away over there. My only thing I will say to you, Dumba is the right defenseman. If Anifin leaving, that open up. You know, one over there. I don't know why the Dallas Star not running after Noah Anifin. Anyhow, we'll see about it. We're going to talk about this next minute. Remind me of Kadri and Clamber last year. The music has stopped. They're both looking for a chair. You're absolutely right about this. William was said about Torres and Go for last year. We know John Clamber signed a contract 1 year at $7 million. So it could be on the temporary to have a new team and then could be traded at the trade deadline. That's happening to Clamber last year too. RJ Calabro is in the house. Welcome back, RJ. Woody Snyder, directly from the beautiful country of the state of Denver, Colorado, is in Alberta. Don't forget, guys, to click on the likes. That would be great if you don't mind to do that. About that, Luciano, to mobile subscribe to app. Thanks so much about this one over there. Coach, we missed a Flipper. Did you leave him and Florida? Flipper is around here, Flipper. Usually, Mr. David Zucker asked about him. I don't have the Flipper picture on my computer right now, but yeah, Flipper is still with us. Le mascotte a hockey. La soirée sont longues quand tu fais pas de show. Merci beaucoup, mon Nicolas. Moi aussi, je trouve des soirées longues le matin quand je parle pas très bien. Quand je parle pas. I like the plot. They were Snyder and the Ox. Yeah, Connor Bedard. What about this? Claude Richard is in the house. Welcome back, Claude. Thanks to be with our Canadian show. Here we go, back from Houston. I bet it's getting hotter and hotter in the Houston area. Mr. Joseph Laham from the Devils is in the house. And thanks so much to be with us tonight, guys. We want to go rock and roll what's going on around the league. First of all, guys, tonight we're going to talk. It's not going to be a long night. We'll just talk about what's going on around the NHL. My subject of the night, guys, is going to be, of course, the NHL news and rumor and what happened in the last couple of days. That will be the first thing we're going to talk about this. If you follow me, guys, you can watching my app, DANY News. Yes, I did another huge proposal trade between the Montreal Canadiens and the Philadelphia Flyers. You should look about this one. It's a video get out usually at 7 o'clock a.m. Sometimes it could be a little bit later during the day because it's summertime. We enjoy the summertime, right? So you can follow this. And then I don't only do this, I add more videos sometime. And I did another one. It's a showtime and Laval Rocket with the Montreal Canadiens prospect. We're going to talk about this tomorrow night, showtime for the next couple of years. If you don't mind, that'd be great if you can watching all my video. And of course, I did a video about Frenchy at Eden. Do I have this? Let me check about this, guys. Maybe you're going to laugh about this if I can get it for you. By the way, guys, we just find a new car of Tap the last couple of days. He got a new sponsorship. And he's right now downtown in Toronto traveling with that. He got a lot of horn behind him, but Mr. Tap, he's traveled with his new go-kart for the... Whoop. Here we go. This is the new go-kart of the Mr. Tap. He used very well, and this is Valley Park in front of his condominium, his house in Toronto. So, Mr. Tap, hopefully you enjoyed that one for sure. But I'm not going to talk about this. I was supposed to talk about my Frenchy and Terrain. Here we go. If you want to do that, this is my video, guys, about the Frenchy Thailand. With this, yeah, you have to be careful. A lot of cheese around in Thailand, guys. So if you don't mind, watch my video. I will give you a little bit information about how this works in Thailand. The situation about that one over there. So let's go back on the news studio of the Hockey Nation Live Show. And that'll be a good one about this. So let's see what we get in the chat, guys. Look out for the Bancoin. Dubat, we just signed Garrett Sparks. Look out. Oh my God. This is really a surprise news about this one. I bet he left a jersey and your minivan. Every woman in Thailand costs money. You're absolutely about this, Joseph. Every move you do in Thailand with women, it costs some money. They would tell me all the time, you know, no money, no honey. I used to watch Flipper every Saturday morning and the 80 and the 60s. I show you my level of intelligence back then. Flipper. We miss Flipper, by the way. Thanks so much, Luciano, about this one there. Congratulations, Krivosav, getting number raised on the rafter at the Settle Down. Yeah, number 34. Well said, Mr. Andy, about this one there. Sweet right, and I'll tap. I love it. And I'll tap. Out to with a woman. She look at that good. I looking for a Lincoln now and the color. Can you help about this culture video? And talent is like Elvis movie girls. Yeah. It's another story for another time on that one over there. So anyway, guys, so that's what we got tonight talking about hockey here. I'm right now on my TV 1960s. Right now, you can see me. So we're going to go around the NHL, guys. And you have any question, don't forget to ask, put the little Q. That'd be great. First of all, guys, the Montreal Canadiens announced the pre-schedule they have for upcoming season. They are play 6-game pre-schedule. Start September 25th. September 10, 27, 29. The first game is going to be, again, the New Jersey Devils, following by the Toronto Maple Leafs 3 times and the Ottawa Senators 2 times. Now, we know last year they played 8 games, I think, overall, but this year is a bit focusing on only 6 games for them, for the Montreal Canadiens, for the preseason. So it's to just give you an idea what's happening for them. We're going to talk a little bit more about this tomorrow night at the show, but I just want to give you a little bit more information about the Montreal Canadiens, what's going on. That on the leave, hiring Clancy from Vancouver. Yeah, this is another hiring by the Toronto Maple Leafs. Look, he's been there for Vancouver Canucks. I know Vancouver struggle a bit right now, but it's just an additional GM like they have. I don't know what happened with Ron Hardy with the Toronto Maple Leafs, by the way. I really like Ron Hardy. But yeah, it's just another, with Brad. And I feel like right now it's a little bit too quiet in Toronto. We're going to talk about them the next 10 minutes. I have something to talk about for the Toronto Maple Leafs. So we'll see what's happening here, Mr. And thanks for your question about that, Mr. Luciano. And Rabinov, Coach, when I was in Thailand, I was told to watch out for the Lady Boys. Yeah, I'll be honest with you guys. What you thinking, Coach? I'm not thinking. I just would tell you the right away. They are exclusive. Usually, they are together. They are, if you will, a strip club example. They are all together. If you go to the beach, they're hanging together, and they are easy to recognize. They are not pushed around. They not try to go over you, everything like that. That's who they are. Really easy. Then you have other place in Thailand, like in Jambien example. They have one that's straight. It's like a curve straight. They have that's the LGTB, whatever they call it, and they stay all together there too. So not really. I never been any approach where someone want to whatever. Not really. It's no. And I thought at some point I would have to be careful. But no, I don't know. I don't know to add more about that one there. A lot of people tell me a lot of good story about them. Usually, like one good story, like they tell me what happening. But yeah, so that's happening about this. Joseph, are Dylan girl more expensive than Bug Bunnies? Yes, they are. Yes, they are. The Bug Bunny was very easy. Couple of winks at the Hooters, and then you'll be done after that. Here, it's, I will expect to very quickly get a short term it's about $30 to $50. If you want all night, or stay with you for one day, it's about $80. And yeah, but if you want to have someone stay with you, that's like a rental car. So it's about $200. You can negotiate, by the way. It could be between $200 to $900, and some go over Yeah, I'm not there at all about that one over there. So it's a process to learning, right? It's a new culture, and again, on my video, some maybe they are good people. 99.9 those women or the people, Thai people, are great people. They work hard. They have a good heart. They smile to you. They are really friendly. It's a good people. Obviously, many of them struggle, and they come from outside of Pattaya, and they come in town, and the only way they make money, they use that, unfortunately, those kind of situations like I mentioned in my video, and to bring money to the parents. It's sad. It's very sad we think about this, but they have a lot of good people too. They have their own job. They have a good life, everything like that. It's different. You have to find them, obviously, in Pattaya it's very hard. But if you go to Bangkok or any other state, it's easier to find those kind of people too. But again, all of them are great. They get an Halifax for NHL president ready so loud. They get a result of 24. Here we go. William, coach, what is your expectation for the ad squad this season? If you watch my video yesterday, I think it was this morning, about the biggest question for the upcoming season for the Montreal Canadiens. First of all, they are jammed, right? They have too many extra skaters, so they're going to figure out who's going to be released on the waiver. My expectation, I said 75 points to 78 points. A lot of people think they're going to be contender for the playoff. I don't see that. But it would be fun to watch. I don't see many rookies I don't see much like Mayu or Beck or what make the team. The only one I believe could be is Hanneman, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure about this. The division is strong, and the Montreal don't have enough the roster to compete all the way. So for me, it's more about the development, how it's going to do for the second year for most of them, Kovacevic, Harris, Coley, Sakoski, and how they're going to react and how they're going to prove who they are. Some of them have to come back for injuries. Many of them, they were Rack Caulfield, Doc, and many others, and how they're going to establish themselves at 100%. But if it's fun to watch them, I expect a better year overall and a more excited team. And then, of course, you have a new arrival like Alex Newhook is going to be a part of the team now, so it's going to be interesting to watching him. So fun, excited, enthusiastic, and really anxious to watching the team for upcoming season, but really, really sick about that. I don't see Montreal go more at what I said. Another great pick, top 8 at some point. It's a great question, by the way, Mr. William. Willie, coach, a video is true of the girls at Thailand. Been there, done that, as the children said. Exactly about this, Larry. I agree with you. Early morning, coach. Jerry, welcome back from Sweden. Hopefully you're doing well. Always a pleasure of you. Don't forget, guys, to click on the likes. Alan Barnes is in the house. Welcome back, Alan. Thanks to be with our Canadian coach. Flame putting keyboard number and the rafter. Yeah. I think AK talked about this earlier. Number 34 is be at the top of the top. Foremost to Asia for the dollar. Thanks so much, Mr. Luciano. Occasion, if Carlson is picking where he wants to go, he may be very well stay in San Jose. I think at some point, Gary, he know he need to get out. The San Jose tried to get out. The problem is he's not easy to trade Carlson. What? Because first of all, his contract 11.5, and then the negotiation is not easy between team. We're going to talk about Carlson next 10-15 minutes. But again, that's the reason behind that, Gary, for this situation about Carlson. But he expects something could happen to him the next couple of weeks. Talking about the Montreal Canadiens, guys, going to continue before we come back. The Montreal Canadiens announced the prospect camp is going to be start again in September. This time it's going to be September 15, 16, and 18. It's going to be again back in Buffalo. 16 is going to be there, and the Montreal Canadiens are going to play again the Buffalo the first game, following by the Boston Bruins prospect, and following by the Ottawa Senator. So player could be there, as all the players are going to be eligible to play in the Laval Rocket, or rookies like Mayu, and then Rebecca or Hudson Maybe not. Hudson usually in September is back with NCAA, so the NCAA players are not there usually. But a guy like Rebecca could be at that camp for the prospect camp for the Montreal Canadiens, and expect Joshua Wack, Kidney, and all those players. I don't think so. Coley and those are going to be there, but Trudeau could be another one over there. So expect this one happening about this one. Let's go back in the chat. Coach, Buffalo is, I think, has made a great move to boost the roster. Well, I still believe the goaltending may be a problem. Leavitt was for 8 games last year. You thought about this. Buffalo Sabres add a couple of defensemen, right? Clifton and Eric Johnson, the veteran. And they have they are big and on the forward, right? The top 9 and most, like the 12 players are good on the forward. And then you have Owen Power and Ramos that in. Now, Levy, I have to figure out what he's going to do for upcoming. Is he going to be a good, solid goaltender? I still believe Luukkonen is another one. They are really not caution. They wait the game, like they play the game for the winning game, right? You talk about, but you still have Gibson on the market and Alibak on the market. Are they going to go that direction? I'm not sure, but if you have, they can score 4-5 goals per game with Thompson, of course, Alex Stock, and the rest, Jeff Skinner. I never thought I was going to set Jeff Skinner on that team anymore, but it looked like he can score. I think they can sacrifice a bit the situation with the goaltender. I still believe they are on the race to get Brett Pesce for the Carolina Hurricanes. We'll talk about Pesce in the next couple of minutes, 5 destination. But I think they feel good about the goaltender. They are a young goaltender. It's like you said, Kent Levy can produce as a good goaltender in NHL. He proved it. The first 8 games, it was pretty good overall. But it's a little bit a red flag over there. That will be a concern for sure for the Buffalo Sabres. But right now, they are in front of Ottawa and they are in front of Detroit. When I put them right now 5th and 4th in the Atlantic Division. Don't forget, guys, to click on the likes. A question for what grade would you give to Montreal center depth right now? Dax, Suzuki, Devarak, Evan, Anderson, Becker. You know, this is another C for me. A C plus, I would say to you. Some you can go with B1, B minus, but again, at the end of the day, and after that, you have to remember, guys, no one of them are reached over 70 points, right? The potential is still there. On offensive side, they are good. They are good, but not great. So C, and I'm generous. I will give you a C plus for that part in our top. They have some debt. I have to give you one thing. Montreal has some debt because you can dock Zuski, Devorak, and Evans. That'll give you a good setup the center. But again, until they don't reach the 80 point and Zuski, until Doc cannot reach a 50, 60 point as a center number 2, and Devorak have to get a 30 point for sure. And Jake Evans have to be the one that scored 13 goals 2 years ago. So C is really maybe a 6 plus. A great point about this. Read very concerning David Rebagger is afraid with disease case problem. Have you heard about that, coach? Here we go, guys. There was my next subject over there. So we're talking about this. Listen, guys, calm down, everybody. I see Frank Walls make a live video this morning at 11 o'clock, and the rumor was coming from left and right. Listen, guys. Whoa, breaking rule here. I'm going to calm down everything. So Rebagger, it was some mentioned that some did it, right? He has some kind of Osgood SLATER. So if you don't know what is an Osgood SLATER, is the people grow faster. It's going to be under the knee, where the joint over there, it creates some kind of water under where the cap of the knee, right? And you have the joint right here. And the friction, this the knee. I was trying my best to give you a medicine doctor 2.0 coach. So the water go between both of this part over there. And that's sometimes because you grow too fast, called the Osgood SLATER illness. This is usually between 12 years old to 18 years old. When you reach your maturity, you're not growing anymore, this disappears. So that's the first thing. Now, some of them said he was wearing some kind of the knee protector at the camp. That was not true. Then I got a confirmation by the head coach of the Cloden where he played last year. He said at any moment, he played with anything with his knee, for his knee, right? Secondly, he said he didn't have any problem all year long. The only thing happening at the end of the season, because he's training very hard, because he played a lot of minutes, it was maybe overwhelming with the training and the game at the end. He said he creates some kind of little bit water in his knee. And a lot of people, it's inflammation. A lot of the doctor of the team said, look, this is nothing wrong here. It's just normal. And from that part, there was maybe possible for him to stop him to not play at the World Championship for his country because of that situation. And finally, the doctor make a little bit more, examine it more. He said, no problem, he can go there. So it's happening with Mario Tillman. I don't know where is he about that one there. And then, a small rumor in Montreal grew like 20 more times bigger. So everybody, guys, you have nothing wrong with Ray Barker about this part. So I go deep in the search this morning. I took about 30 minutes. I go on social media, and then finally I get a great article about that situation. And you have nothing to worry about this. I have no problem health-wise, knee-wise, or everything like that. It's just for some time. You have two ways you can get. It's when you grow faster, between 12 to 18 years old, or you have an over-tax or over-training yourself, and then that creates some kind of movement when you a teenager, you bigger, or and that's the situation about him. So nothing there. It's called the Osgood SLATER. If you have a chance to read about what kind, so I went to on the web med to give you the best knowledge about that kind of illness. So like I said, there's the cap of the knee, and then go with the joint right here, and the water create some kind of friction between both. It was not painful for what we heard, too, for the head coach, and the head coach said completely those was false affirmation from someone did it. So again, I saw a couple of things like that the last 10 hours, and I was said, wow. That's Montreal. So that's happening about this, Monsieur Natap. Hopefully this give you an answer about this. And it will look like a guy, Glaffer, on the ad team. Not really. I don't know if you talk about the flowers, his hair, or the player like he skate like him. I don't see that one, Mr. Larry, about this. It did not happen a lot, by the way, Larry, singular player. I've never seen anybody like that. We have a new subscriber, guys. Mark Miller is in the house. Thank you, Mark. Welcome inside the Hockey Nation family. About Zeph Lecav. Yeah, Zeph Lecav confirmed. Welcome back, Zeph. Don't forget, got to click on the likes. Where did you read this in our tab? It was out for social media, left and right. You have a website called the DANY Coulisses in French, or the marqueur.com. They report news, 50% or maybe 80% are strange about that, and then open up a couple of conversation on the Twitter account last night or this morning, depend how you want to see this for my time. And so but I go deeper with that. I want, and then Frank Wells start alive. I do not go there, but I see the notification, and it was about that situation. And so that's what I look around, and then was confirmed by the head coach of the Cloden after he did an interview with the guy from TV Sport. I don't think so. It's Martineau. Anyhow, I just want to give you the more information also. Luc Laforson, Dr. Luc said is a growth problem in our type. It would go away once his full growth as her. Well said, Mr. Luc. See, we have a lot of great people in that chat, guys. That's the reason I said you don't need me. Only need me to talk about, but great comments, Zep and Luc, about this. Willie, I know I maybe have asked this before. What New Hook signed the contract, what will be his expression as related to other similar contract with the Avs? But what we want to him is a little bit like the same development like happening with Kirby Doc, Willie. So he have an average for 12, 13 minutes with Colorado Avalanche. He played a top 9 with them. We want to see him if he can become a little bit more the top 6. I not said he have to, but we want a little bit more the positivity about him. At 15, 20 goals, that'd be great for him. At 30 to 40 points, that'd be good for him. And it's about development. He's still 22 years old. How he's going to use his speed, how he's going to learn under Martin Saint-Louis. And what it will be is not only his role, but his opportunity with the Montreal Canadiens. So, look, you have a spot for him at the top 6, I believe. But can he stay there all year long? But for me, it's all about development for him. So, at least reach all the number he did last year. I think he finished with 14 goals, 16 assists for 30 points in 82 games. So if he can reach a 15, 20 goal with Montreal Canadiens with increasing his 13 minutes to 15 minutes, maybe a little bit more. He did not use a lot of power play with Colorado. If he can add those kind of minutes to high with the Montreal, that'd be great. Again, they have a spot at the top 6. If he stay there, it will be interesting. If not, he's going to be a top 9. But again, it's about development for me, Willie, about Mr. Newhook. Great point about this one. It was really on the PB Sport. Here we go. Finally, a Newhook. Le crochet is catching. Zef, sometimes I use now the ACA, le crochet, because of you on my video now. Every time I said that, I'm thinking about you, Zef. So you're my mind a lot of time. No new hook at the center position, Willie, because the Montreal Canadiens have a lot of center right now. It could be at that position because Dvorak may be out at the beginning of the season, so you can use that situation at the beginning for the third line. Do you seriously think Dubois getting Carlson would put the Penguin over the top? By drain for me, the Penguin window is closed for me. Here we go, guys. Of course, we're going to the next couple of weeks, we're going to talk about the different roster, its different move. If you think about this guy in the Metropolitan Division, you have, honestly, the Devils and the Carolina Hurricanes are really high. After that, the Rangers may be behind. And then after that is wide open. Pittsburgh, Washington, Islanders, Columbus. They're all going to fight them. If you add a guy like Carlson, he just did 100 points. So if you add something like that and you line up, that will help. The key for them, and the only reason they did not make the playoff last year, is because of Travis Jarry, or the goaltender. He's back now. He's signing a contract. They really believe on him. Mike Sullivan is really believe on him. So they got Riley Smith. They left Jason Zucker. They have some kind of cleanup over there. But the team, guys, I know many of you don't think they're going to make the playoff, anything like that. If the Crosby Malkin can consider what he already did last year, if Ross can play a little bit better, they know what they expect with Guanzel. They got Ryan Graves, guys, the defenseman. This is a really plus good deal for them because they're missing a defenseman. The problem with them is Petrie. If they can add another defenseman, a depth defenseman, that will helping them, I believe, for the upcoming season. But again, I will not discount on Pittsburgh out right away. If Jarry can be the Jarry we saw him 2 years ago, and they get Carlson, it's a good team. It's going to be a good team. Not a great team. A good team can make the playoff and the Metropolitan. They'll be in the race for sure. But we'll see. I'm in the Atlantis at Nassau and right on the goat. Awesome to hear that, Mr. Shocks. I'm sure you love to get Willie Calgary. I have a lot of things to achieve here after retold. They don't like the Calgary contract. This is with the Oscar Slater. This is which cause pain and young cause fragments, cartilage, and the boat knee about this one there. For me, is like Doug Flutie, one the media. Would ask him about his weight, love his answer. I play all my life for him as a quarterback. As like I said, I see myself ahead of Rebecca. I know Rebecca was pushing Move Canada. They have a great article, guys. I cannot remember where the Montreal Canadiens screw a couple of teams. A lot of teams are looking for David Rebacker. A lot of people think Nashville was trying to move higher, not to get Mitch Cobb. They was trying to get Rebacker. The Arizona want Rebacker. I think many of you does not see the quality of what David Rebacker was for many team in NHL. So that's happening with him. You have a, he's going to be a solid defenseman in NHL. The time will tell us, honestly. Scott Wheeler put his 50 top prospect NHL. He put number 2, Mishkab number 2, and that create already some kind of zizanie or more conversation about this situation. I'm going to talk about him a bit later. Try to pick it up a couple of things here, guys. I think Coach is part of the new AB medical staff. Now, Nicolas, a good article, Zeb Lacav, fake news, Jerry, something like that. Sounds good. Dr. Luc Luciano, Frank Wall, Bonga. Yes, he is, Nicolas. I never said nothing against him. And I thought you listen to BM Sport. Now you're really all over. Luc Laverson, you have a translator inside his car. Are you always the last to know, Zep? Son, we have too many forward and defensemen. Can we agree we could get the Askarov ESPA? The problem behind that is Nashville doesn't want to trade him, Jerry, first of all. And secondly, I'm not sure if Montreal are looking to do those kind of trade at some point. It's just open up right now a conversation. Maybe I'm going to make a Askarov trade today. We'll see. C'est moi, Mr. Ronald. C'est juste que mon code, alors, j'ai créé un autre. Pas de problème, mon Lafleur. Le roller moulette, le roller moufette. Le roller moufette. Look, could you give us some explanation about that name, le roller moufette? I have when I grow, I play hockey. I play with a guy. His name was Dan Dupuis, I believe, and we call him Moufette. It's just, I'm laughing now because when I see Moufette, I'm thinking about him. Le Moufette, look la personne. Look, tell me a little bit more about this. Water on the knee, not good. Water, WST. Not the same WST, that's right, because last worst team in NHL. Full trade Armia Hoffman. Hopefully it will happen. I'll be a bit surprised they can maybe send them a Laval about that. Daniel his friends area, but tradition concerns the great will direct the young people coming into the sport. Well said, Mr. Larry Lavalley. Armia to Laval, ESPA, here we go. Look at the first thing about this. Over we'll get the knee fix. It will be fixed very well. Joseph, does Jack Hughes remind you of any past player? It doesn't remind me any former player. He's certainly out of the box. I decided to match him for a former player. I cannot. But his speed, right? Talk about Jack Hughes, his speed. I don't know. The first name came in my head when we talk about speed. I'm thinking already about Pavel Bure. But I don't think so. We can qualify him like the same like Bure. Bure was more a drop, it was a machine drop down. He was really low gravity and skater, Bure, compared to Jack Hughes. But I don't know. A name came very quickly. Jose, that's a great question. I need to talk about this. Maybe someone in the chat can mention any name about Jack Hughes. The last 20 years. I have to think about this. Pittsburgh is a Titanic. Not Evan Rose. And then about this, Mr. Jose Duarte is in the house. Welcome back, Jose. Really doing well. But it was behind the abs. Well said, Zeph, about this one. Jose, hopefully you're doing well, by the way, and glad to having you aboard Always a pleasure. We're going to have a few skinning ship at the Atlantic this year. Hopefully, new hook, grow a couple of inches about him. WST, welcome back. By the way, I don't know if I said that to you, but welcome in the house. What is the Calgary plan look like? They are sleepwalking. Talking about Calgary, guys, let's me moving up here, guys. I'm going to have these couple of news I want to share with you here, guys. The news right here. First of all, guys, he did it. Connor Bedard signed a new ALC, entry-level contract at 18 years old when he turned 80 years old. Bedard, we know what's going to happen to him. By the way, talking about Bedard, guys, if you follow me on my channel, we do a pool every day. And then we ask this question, guys, how many points Connor Bedard with the Blackhawks for the upcoming season? Some of them, most of them are between 46 to 60 points. Following by 30 to 45, some said 61, 75. I would like to hear from you guys. How many points do you think Connor Bedard can do next season? That'd be great if you can put this in the chat. We can sharing this in the next couple of minutes. And coach, what is your question? My question will be out in the next 6 minutes, guys. Thanks for the likes, guys. Don't forget to click on the likes. My next question, guys, is for today. It's about how many goals for Josh Anderson for the upcoming season. How many goals do you expect Anderson score with the Montreal Canadiens? 10 to 15, 16 to 20, 21 to 25, 26 to 30, and over 30 goals for Josh Anderson for upcoming season. So put some answer, guys, in the chat. We're going to sharing with you, with everybody. If you don't mind, that'd be awesome. Let's go back to Connor Bedard. Yes, he's signing an entry-level contract. He looked like it's a 950. This is the max you can get, plus a 3.5 performance bonus or signature bonus, something like that. So congratulations for Connor Bedard for this one. What is Calgary plan look like? They are sleepwalking. The problem with the Calgary, they tried to have some players that want to return. One of them is Michael Backlund. Many of them are on the final year contract. Backlund is one of them. Anifin is another one. And it looked like Lindholm doesn't want to sign his 8 years contract. So it will be a team is going to be on a turnover retools at some point. At some point, he was thinking maybe try to trade Max Strom. It looked like the rumor was out. But expect some kind of movement at some point, Gary. The next couple of weeks. Toronto is a front runner, maybe to get Danev or Zadorov, for what I heard about this. The check about this. Ag look like Mark Macy, same Barber, Mac Macy. Question, Jose. Do you think the leave trade Muffin Man or Nylander? Matthew is going to have a new contract with the Toronto Maple Leafs, guys. I believe a 3 years contract, maybe 5, but more 3 years. And he's going to be maybe the highest players in the NHL. Don't be surprised he reached a total of $12.5 to $13 million for Montreal, for the Toronto Maple Leafs. Will be interesting to see that. And Nylander, I think he's going to have nowhere to go. Why? Yeah, they're going to find a spot to trade him at some point. They maybe keep him until the trade deadline. But again, I don't know. He asked a lot of money, $10 million. And I feel like it's going to be a case like Timo Meier last year. That's what I feel. But I could be wrong for that. But if you have a choice between both of them, Jose, Matthews sign and Nylander is going to be traded at some point. Thanks so much, Larry, for your getting the words. He said this. Thanks for the special chat there. Willie Snyder, do you see Montembeault taking the #1 spot this year, or does another that go step in? I see him right now already in the front of Jake Allen. Of course, Martin will be really polite and nice. He said he's going to be, a tandem, one game at a time. But my best answer, I would say the outcome at the end of the year, Montembeault is going to be about 48 game, and then Adams is going to be about 34 game, or 45 for Montembeault and 37 for Adam. So, yes, more game for Montembeault at the end, Mr. Willie, about him. Talking about other contract signed, guys, the last couple of days. First of all, the Winnipeg Jets signed a 2 years contract with Murray Byron. I believe it's $1.3 million. The New York Canadiens signed Oliver Wahlstrom. And following by the Tampa Bay Lightning gave, I put the Calgary, I apologize guys, it's the Colorado Avalanche. I'm going to change this right away. Coach was thinking, was sleepy this morning. Ross Colton signed a contract of 4 years at $4 million. This is a little bit higher level and at top for him. He didn't have a really great year last year with the Tampa Bay Lightning. That's a lot of money for Colorado. Gave $4 million at Colton. I will be more... I will feel more good about 3.5. We'll see if I'm wrong about Colton. I don't know what you think. And finally, Arizona signed, of course, Matt Shelley at $3.5 million, I believe. For Matt Shelley, have a great year last year. We finished at the top finalist of the rookie Calder Trophy last year. Matt Shelley only a 5'8", 5'9", but he produced a lot last year. I think over, 50 points last season. I could be wrong about this one over there. 48 Celsius in Vegas, ladies and gentlemen. Don't get your ice cream because you're going to get it for a long time. Adam, 48 in Vegas. Wow. Kind of better. One of the points for Gary Cournoyer. William, are you talking about Crosby and Malkin? 68 points for Bedard from Randy Walkman. Thanks, guys. You participate at this. I love it. I love it. Then, do you think the Jet will... trade Alibak anytime soon? This is my next question. Then stay tuned. I will answer to you in the next 5 minutes. This is my next subject to talk about, guys. So don't go nowhere. 17 goal for Josh Anderson. Expect look like Watson. Anderson an average 19-21 goal with a 3 season with the Montreal Canadiens. 69.4 in our tap for him. Nobody said 98 point. No. 16 to 20 goal. Jerry talk about Josh Anderson for upcoming season. Yeah, possible that. Jose, 28 goal for Josh Anderson. Thanks so much, Jose, said that. That will give him, I think, his new high. I think his high is Anderson's 27. I could be wrong. But we'll see about that. Josh Anderson in NHL. Not John, but Josh Anderson. Yeah, 27 goal is his max goal he did in NHL in 2018-19 with the Columbus Blue Jacket. His max point in one season, 47 points. There we go. Willie Snyder said 15 goal. 19 goal for Anderson for Randy. 20 goals, 17 assists for Josh Anderson in our top. Calgary Stampede are really good. Lemonade her. There we go. That's very precise in our top. Then I'm gonna grow basket use it. Let's go. Thanks so much, Dan. I appreciate a lot. Then play with Dak at 30 goal. I think we'll get 30 goal about this thing for the likes, everybody. Nylander asking a lot because he want out. Could be a reason behind this. Look, but I don't think he deserves $10 million. What is it Jet doing next year? Dan, I'm going to give you this the next couple of minutes. What is your thought on the Ross Colton overall? For I think he could win the cup again. But he's going to be a top 9. He's going to be on your top 9. He's going to, he's going to play a little bit what New York did for the last couple of years. A little bit more aggressivity, I would say to you. He did not do well last year, Colton, obviously. But it's just for me a $4 million on the third line. You need more. Because I think it's a lot of money. You have 16 goals last year, 16 assists for 32 points. That's what you got. Prior to that, you have 22 goals. So he can reach to 20 goals, Willie, and he can get over 40 points. And he did this, guys, with only 12 minutes, below 13 minutes with Tampa Bay. So his role, he got diminished last year. So hopefully he can back what he was before, Willie. It's just for me, it's a little bit high, the money there, Willie. That is the key in our tap. It will make other players better. with Doc for me, for Gary, is all about him. Talking about Doc, guys, I want to finish all the NHL news, guys. It's about Alex Galchenyuk. Galchenyuk, he apologized, write a letter. He apologized for everyone he knows, I believe. Now he's on the player assistant program. He requests this. So you have some kind of, drinking problem. And we wish, so for me, guys, I just want the best for him. As a human being, I never met him. I don't know him, honestly. But everybody I don't know anyway, I want you guys to be happy and to be good people in life. And hopefully you're going to find a way to come back only as a human being. That's it, that's all. Not as a hockey player, only a human being. And we all hit the wall at some point. And when you hit the wall, so how are you going to respond? How are you going to bounce back? How are you going to become better? Find a way to have your best version of yourself. And that's one thing I can talk about Galchenyuk, guys. For what he did, it was completely wrong. Completely wrong. So it's a lesson for him. And we know he did it before, but now this is really at the bottom of the bottom. Hopefully, he's going to find a way to come back. And whatever he's going to be, we wish the best for Galchenyuk. Let's move on, guys. A couple more news around the day, guys. I don't know if you follow this, but this is the time of the arbitration in NHL. Start tomorrow, the 20th. But I want to talk about some players are going to now on they have more bigger name, but I want to give you the ones coming for the next 5 days example. So Kurashev for the Chicago Blackhawks is going to be an arbitration tomorrow. Very interesting about this. The 23 years old, hopefully he's going to have an agreement before he's get there. Still have 24 hours. But the biggest name guy is Samsonov. Samsonov, I believe, is July 21st. And it's only 2 days from there. And Toronto had to sign him. He carried on a $1.8 million last year. He became the goaltender #1 for the team. He has some kind of power. He can negotiate. Can Toronto sign him at 4 years at $4 million? Can he go to 4.5? I don't know. 5? Oof. But look, he showed last year he can play a good with the Toronto Maple Leafs. Can they give him enough money to guarantee him to become the goaltender #1 for the next couple of years? We'll see. But it's going to be an arbitration. You have no negotiation or no extension contract happening until the next 48 hours. Vince Dunn is going next week. I think it's July 24th. Followed by Villardy a little bit later. Jeremy Swayman for the goaltender for Boston is another one we have to follow up for sure. And then Troy Terry for the Anaheim Ducks is going to be at the beginning of August for him. Terry, we know, have an amazing, great 2 seasons with the Ducks. They are right now the biggest name on the arbitration before they get an extension, before an agreement, before they go there. Now, what happened to other players like Evan Bouchard or Lafreniere? But they are not eligible yet for the arbitration. That's the reason they are not there. They don't have the contract yet, but they are not part of the arbitration, so they don't have nothing they can do about that. Their power is really limited. So that's the name we got right now, guys, in arbitration. Let's move on for other things, guys, here. And we're going to talk about, guys, NHL Rumors and NHL. Let's start with Erik Karlsson. And don't forget, guys, I have a question, and I will answer to you the next 10 minutes. And then some of you have two couple of questions. I know Dan about Winnipeg. I'm coming with that part in the next 5 minutes. Erik Karlsson, guys, this is a big conversation around the NHL right now. His name is really associated with the Pittsburgh Penguins. We talked about him a couple of minutes ago with Gary and Luciano. And look, to make this happen, you have two reasons, first of all. You have two things. The salary cap of the Pittsburgh is too high. So they have to find a way to trade some of them, players. Jeff Petrie is one of them, and Michael Granlund. Without them move out, it's impossible for Pittsburgh to get Karlsson. Second thing, you have some kind of negotiation for the retained money from the St. Louis Sharks. They would like to trade him at 30% retained. We know he carrying our $11.5 million for the next 4 years. So this is what they had at that moment. They heard about possible other teams are running after him. One of them is the Carolina Hurricane. So this is another team or maybe possible. I I don't know, guys. I don't see that. Can you see again Brett Burns? Brett Burns with Erik Karlsson? I don't know. I think it would be a really bad move for the Carolina Hurricane, but we'll see what could happen for that. This is a two-team really are the front runner for Erik Karlsson. Yes, his name was associated with other team in NHL, but I feel like Pittsburgh is really the one they try to figure out this the next couple of days or weeks for Erik Karlsson. And the fact Karlsson is not trade, that old couple of other trade or other signature in NHL is really where the people are winning right now. So we'll see what Erik Karlsson is going to do. The next one I want to talk about, guys, is the defenseman for the Carolina Hurricane, Brett Pache. Final contract right there with Sekech for the Carolina Hurricanes. We know is a really great defenseman, right defenseman, second pairing, played very well for the last couple of years. The Carolina, I still not sure why they want to trade him. Why the purpose? Why did not get, I'm sure he's looking for $6 million per year possible. And maybe Carolina cannot give that kind of money and they expect to give the money. The value is not there for him. So they have a couple of teams are looking to get him. One, the biggest name I think they're looking for, be careful about the Dallas Star. The Dallas Star did not sign anybody as a UFA, as a defenseman. On the right side, they are not strong. And they have to go with two young players, Arley or Henley and Lavis. So, and they lost Cody Miller. So they may be at the trade. For me, they are really the team, or maybe give something good in return for Carolina, because they have a lot of great prospect for the Dallas Star. And the defenseman now with Sutter, you can see Sutter a very bad playoff. He's getting older. They need some help at the defenseman area to get that team better and better for upcoming season. So that's the team. Then following by other team or maybe looking to get Petchy is the Buffalo Sabres. Now the Buffalo Sabres have to be careful. They add Johnson and Clinton. They are a little bit okay with that. It's just like if they want to use Power and Dallin on the right side, one of them, but they don't need a Petchy. Now they could go with Petchy, the Buffalo Sabres. If you have a lot of prospect, they can trade the Buffaloes. It's a good matchup, Dallas, Buffalo with the Carolina Hurricane. Other thing they could talk about this is the Nashville Predator. I don't see that. They talk about Edmonton Oilers. I don't see that really well. Then I miss another team for that. I cannot remember in my head. But that would be the team I'm looking for to get Brent Petchy. Let's go back in the chat if I don't mind. Pick it up over there. And then ask a question, which is on the Colton. I got this one over there. That was really Woody. Coach, all the things anymore. Full WHL. Coach, we don't have a WHL them anymore. Yes, look like Winnipeg move, right then? Jose, look another play better que Matthews last year. The only they show up at the penalty playoff was Nylander. Anderson 20-30 goal. William Adam, the Golden Knight general manager Kelly McCormick announced today, July 15th, the team has signed forward David Ekstrom a 2-3 years entry-level contract. Yep, David Ekstrom, and I have a difficult time his name. I always said Engstrom, but it's David Ekstrom. Look, he played behind Otto Stenberg for Team Sweden. Very big center, 6'3", I can recall it. It could be 6'1", 6'3". Really great 200 weight play center. He was draft first round. I really like this kid. I think is a slight sleeper on that draft. I think he could become better as Stenberg. We know Stenberg was draft 25th overall pick by the St. Louis Blues, 5'11". But we'll see. Adam, I think it's a great signature, a great pickup for them for the future. KLS in the house. Welcome back, KLS. Thanks to be with our Canadian show. Exactly, Jose, about Nylander. Great comments, guys. Potential application on Thursday. And think Heather them so prior. It could happen. It's always happening at the last minute, KLS. They don't like to get there. They create some kind of friction. So I don't see about this content, Anderson, too much money. Look about this. I feel the same way about this. Frank Salazar, back in the house from South Florida, the Cubano with a cigar. He's in the house. Frenchy, welcome back. Don't forget to click on the likes. Pretty good. What about the mover? The mover, the co-host of the Ab Brunch and the Ab Barbecue Show, Mr. Marco Larabie, now directly from Hawkesbury, is in the house. Welcome back, Mr. Marco. Quick pop and from Hawkesbury listening. Thanks so much, Mr. I appreciate that. Hopefully everything's doing well. Can't wait to see you tomorrow night. We're going to stop by, guys, 9 o'clock tomorrow night. Ab Barbecue. Join us live with Enartap and Marco Larabie. Who would you name the top 6 ab forward if the season start today? Well, he said, I would say to you, Suzuki, Anderson, and Caulfield. Doc, Monahan. This is the point I'm talking about. Now you have a choice between RHP or New Hook. If Dvorak is out at the beginning, I think you're going to use RHP second line, and they're going to use New Hook third center. That will be my prediction right now, really quickly, if I can give you an answer, the best I can give to you right now. Guys, want to move on with other things. The Calgary, Philadelphia, or Winnipeg. So, they are 3 teams are still they need to make some move. We just talk about the Flame guy, Anifin, Backlum, Langholm, Zadarov, and Tanev. 5 players could be out. They talk a little bit about Max Strom. 5 players, I think, you talk about 3 of them is the defenseman. And I think some of them could be related between the negotiation between the Toronto Maple Leafs and the Calgary Flame. I think Calgary have the solution for the Toronto Maple Leafs to get a solid right defenseman. The DANY that are helping them. This is a type of player the Toronto shouldn't have in their lineup. Can this happen? I'm not sure. But this is one of them. Anifin, I think it could be a really good pickup for the Dallas Star. The Nashville Predator could be love to get an Anifin with them, or maybe a Danev or a Zadorov. So something we want to follow up for sure. We still put some kind of name between the Flames, the Flame and the Panthers. Now the Flame and the Panthers pick up a couple of defensemen. I know they are not like better at what the Calgary Flame have, but I think you could have the trade. I know it's not happening a lot. Can the Flame and the Canucks make a trade? I don't know. But definitely they have some kind of potential. Maybe Buffalo could jump in on that one too to get a national defenseman for the future. Now, the Flyers guy, they're still looking to make some trade. Some point was Sanham, Konechny, possible Carter Hart, possible could be trade. They're looking for that for the next couple of weeks. It's finally the Winnipeg Jet guys. We still set to go about the Alibok and, of course, the Mark Sheffley. Winnipeg maybe start the season with them. Alibok, the problem with Alibok, guys, is a lot of teams want him. The problem is after that, he won $9 million. It's a lot of money, and we know the template for goalies now is changing, and they don't want to go over $6 million. So I think the best solution for the New Jersey Devils maybe to running more about John Gibson at 6.2, and I believe Gibson is better goalie at what the people thinking because he played with a bad team. It's a little bit like same thing with Carter Hart. A lot of people, don't touch Carter Hart. He's not good. Guys, they play with no defense in front of them. So be careful about this. Like Carey Price, guys, many years he played with nobody in front of him. Right? So for me, I think Gibson is a really good solution for the New Jersey Devils. And back to Alibok, I don't know which team want to give $9 million. They know what happened with Bobrovsky. The only one get 9.5 is Vasilevsky. Can Alibok can become that key player to make a big running to the team want to make the Stanley Cup? I don't know. We'll see. So that'll give you a couple of insight, guys, in the chat earlier. I think Dan and Gary talked about them earlier, so I want to share it with you. Make your comment there. I will jump in more guys in the chat right now. If you give 13 to Netherlanders, it might be a well-closed shop. It was 13 about Matthews. Look about this. If I said Netherlander, I apologize. for that. That on the Dallin contract with Buffalo next year could keep at the $10-11 million. Very interesting about this Rasmus Dahlin. He's going to be one of the best NHL defensemen. You think about the best right now is Carlson at 11.5. He qualified him. He's going to be a candidate to win the Norris Trophy. Talk about Pedangelo at 8.5. You talk about the best defenseman in NHL carrying about $8 million, 8.5. Sergachev got an 8.5. Is a title guy can become at least a $9.5 million. I wouldn't be surprised he raised the $10 million, 8-10. That would be maybe my best suggestion. I think Buffalo, with so many young players they have, they would not want to give more at $10 million. But it could become that kind of players, William, for my opinion, at 8-10, I think is well done for both parties. He got $80 million, and then the Buffalo Sabres guys, they can't carry on that money. And, McEnroy get a 9.5, if I can record it. And I think that is a bit better. So, yeah, absolutely right, William. But can he get 11? He could, right? The talent is there. But as a business side, I think Buffalo would love to have him at below $11 million. So that's what I said to you, $10 million. About this. Joseph, do players wanting out of the Canadian market say something about NHL in Canada? Is this the way it's always been? I can imagine NHL without Canadian team. But it's never been that way until everything changed. The tax, after that, the new team, the beautiful, great state in USA for the weather. And then the social media, you're going to laugh at me, but the social media increasing the level of pressure for the players. Before that, without the internet, I would never know who is really looked at for sin, right? I never know who you are out of you, and we cannot exchange what we're thinking. Now, every player can read everything everywhere. And some of them feel pressure left and right. And three things: the tax, the weather, and the social media pressure you get that one there. And the past, the NHL tried to match up, but it would never happen, guys. People say, well, how you can helping the team Canadian versus the USA guys about tax? It would never happen. First of all, guys, the tax in California and New York versus Nevada and Florida is not the same. So at the end, it is what it is. So that would be something. I don't see any fix for that solution. Hopefully this answered to you properly about that. Great, and after for Marco, I agree with you about this one or that. Great comments, guys, in the chat. I love it, guys. You're very generous, very nice people in the chat. To once someone does something, guys, sharing this. Thanks so much for all the like we got tonight for the Tuesday night. Not much happening in our cave. We're hanging with over 30 likes. Nice, guys. You make something great. You're welcome, Dan, about this one. I've never been on the Twitter in 4 days. Coach, what the most important things I miss? But I think for me, Marco, it was just the blah, blah, blah about Ray Baker, knee, the Osgood SLATER. We're going to talk about this tomorrow night, Marco. Not much about Montreal Canadiens, more about the NHL. The contract of Connor Bedard is the biggest thing happening about that. If you want to see about other news, look like Stephen Curry did 1-0 in golf. Baseball, I don't know. Look like the Yankees are on the last position. So I don't know what's going on in baseball, honestly. Look like the kid from Anaheim are doing well. Anyhow, maybe some other can helping you about this one over there. Roger Delaney is in the house. Roger. Jose Dorday said, no, not true at all, Jose, about Uwe one out of Washington. Talking about Washington, we did not mention about this, guys. They may be looking for Kuznetsov get out. Kuznetsov, one maybe out of this. So maybe that's the one you talk about, maybe Jose, but it was not Jose. I can tell you that my knees are in and my back to hold for this crap moving is not easy. Gary talk about Dak Anderson in the hook. Flyers are more like a canoe. Look about this one. About this, nothing 60 and 3. It will be taking many years to get this. It's just at the very beginning. Joe Paletta is in the house. Joe Paletta, welcome. That's too much, Joe, for Keller. I think if you get a first round pick, Jacky, Anderson, and Watson, that's too much about this. But I can understand your point of view about Clayton. Keller, 87.82 game, I believe, or 89. Joe well said. Someone said the Ab should have signed Michkov. You always go at people said something about this for Michkov. The time we tell us, honestly, Willie, about that. Very bad trade. Joe selling back in Montreal another 4 years. Thanks so much, Luciano. You welcome, Joseph. Batman better start looking to Canada because I'm telling you now, this is it would give Angel our time to open up new arena their cities. Coach, I'm on the leaderboard for Frenchy quiz. Willie, I'm on the leaderboard. No, you're not there, Willie. Willie, I think I've gone only a couple of times. RJ is a leaderboard at 6. The question is coming very soon, guys. And speak for yourself in our tap. About this one. If social media exists in the 16 existence, some guy would be at the Danny County jail. Could the travel will buy out Murray? But the situation with Matt Murray, guys, is really difficult to deal with. You have two reasons. Until you don't know what's going on with Samsonov, how much money is he going to get to him? And that's the reason they hold off on Murray yet. After they get the contract with Samsonov, my second question always said it would be how they really believe the goaltender, is it Justin, the first name, Wolf, is really Wool. Is really the one they're looking for backup number 2. How they feel comfortable with him for the season. If not, maybe they will keep Murray for a little bit longer. Thirdly, they will have to trade him to give at least a prospect or a pick, or to buy him out. That would be the best solution for him. But again, buy him out is cost them for the next 2 years. And we'll see. They are all the options. I would say to you the chance to make to start the season with Toronto, I'll maybe set to you 20%. That's all. I think Murray is not going to be a part of the upcoming season for the Toronto Maple Leafs. I'll be surprised, you guys. I would not be surprised if Toronto buy out Murray or they get out Murray out of the lineup, of the roster, and they feel maybe not 100% about the rookie goaltender. I would not be shocked if the Toronto sign below $1 million Brian Elliott, the goaltender. I've just said that this way. It's another perspective. I don't say I'm right here. I don't say they will do it. That will be another solution for the Toronto Maple Leafs. But we'll see. For that, Jose, great question. I think they will join the second round to buy out William. Leaf need to make a wall number 1 goalie, Luciano. Also, William. Who do you think could be the dark horse for the Eastern Conference this year? Let me. Buffalo. That's the name. That's the team coming in my head right away. I don't know. Consider the Rangers that way. Buffalo is the one I would believe could be a surprise there. Willie. Get a 90 point players don't grow up better que Dubois. Yes, for sure, Joe. But you gave a lot in return. I know Jose. The Tampa Bay Lightnings. He was a goaltender there for 2 years. He had a good year, by the way. You broke the coach. Larry. No, it's a kind of mango. Sorry about that. It's rare. J'ai un autre ordinateur, Nicolas. Je regarde les stats. Here we go. Luciano will be the wild card. Luciano about the Sabres. Here we go. That's a great comments about everything like that, guys. This is what we got tonight at the show. About all the news, everything like that. I want to pop up tonight to give you a little bit more information. We'll be back tomorrow night for the new for the AB barbecue show with Marco and Artap. I like that night because I can relax a little bit more. And we'll be back after that Sunday if everything look good. The only problem is maybe not. I had to bring that computer at the Apple for 3 days. So I don't know if they would be ready for next Monday. I can use the backup, but I'm not sure if I can do it or not. So watch it's a vacation anyway, guys. For the next 3 weeks, I'll be up and down with the shows. So I apologize for that. I just, I feel bad when I don't come here because I love to come here. But the next 2-3 weeks are a little bit like in and out. So the show are always between Sunday to Wednesday. You know that. But hopefully we can do it again next week. So check the notification. We'll be back definitely tomorrow. How about that? Mango quiz. Here we go, guys. Tonight we have a special quiz, guys. Stay with me. Come there. I think it will be fun quiz tonight to finish the show here. On this time, if you don't click on the like, guys, don't hesitate to do that. Welcome back, everybody. Here, guys, the Frenchy quiz, the leaderboard are RJ with 6 wins, and the winner last time was Sebastian. Sebastian is not here tonight. But tonight, I want to clarify one thing here, because people like Luc Lafortune did not believe on me, guys, and I want to give you the result of that on that one over there. Is here. Timo Selänne has a tattoo on the Swedish flag on his ankle. He got it the night of his bachelor party. The artist apparently was nervous out of his mind, and somehow he got the Sweden and Finland mixed up, and he got the Sweden flag. So this is I want to prove to you guys on that one over there. Au fait, André, décide quoi? Je ne sais pas exactement, Nicolas, si c'est vendredi. Il m'avait dit qu'il aurait une injection July 15. So I believe he was gone, but maybe it was too hard on him. Maybe he left the night before. I tried to communicate with him by email. Unfortunately, nothing came back after that. And yeah, I only wish I could say another goodbye from him, but it is what happened. So, okay, that's happening. It's like a mariage sometimes, and sometimes we're not. Yeah, I'm sorry. No worries, coach. Enjoy your summer. Summer is not going to be not much here, but we'll see happening about that. Thanks so much, everybody. Let's go move on for the quiz tonight. Great question we have tonight. Are you ready? Which NHL team has the most player with over 100 penalty minute per last season in NHL? 100 minute of penalties in NHL last year. Which team has the most players? Is it Ottawa, Florida, Montreal, Philly, or Boston? Which team has the most players with over 100 minutes of penalties? Thanks so much, Luciano, about this. Very easy quiz with you about this. Wings would be eating by Buffalo. I feel the same way, look. Thanks so much. Answer in that tap. We'll see the answer in that chat. I don't know if the chat is blocked. I don't have no answer. I don't know. Here we go. We got some answer now. Larry said C. Willie Snyder said C. Thanks so much for your answer, guys. Luke said B. Claude Richard said D. Thanks so much, Mr. Claude. Joseph said B. Jose said D. RG said B. Rudolph said Montreal at C. And Artap said Montreal at C. I don't know what Nicola. Nicola. I did not get your answer. Any other guys? Andy said E. Thanks so much, Andy. AK was quiet tonight in the chat. Anybody else on that one, if you don't mind? Anybody? Wait again. Nicola. Jerry said E. Here we go. We wait 5 more seconds, guys. If Randy is around, we know I have only 20 people now. So, Luciano said A. Thanks so much. Appreciate a lot. Nicola, not there. So, Nicola, we cannot wait for more for you. C. Montreal. Nicola, you got it.
Oh, my God!
Ladies and gentlemen, we have... only one did it. Luciano Graziano did it. Ottawa Senator are the winner of the first question with 3 players did it with 100 minute of penalties. Congratulations, Luciano. All of you are wrong, unfortunately, for you guys. And congratulations. Vinny said A. Vinny is in the house? I don't have Vinny here in the chat. Anybody can Vinny said A too. Here we go. So that's what we get first question, guys, for the night. Let's move on. Question number 2. Here we go, guys. A fact in NHL. Which year was the first time an octopus hit the Red Wings' eyes? Is it in 1948, 1952, 1966, 1975, and 1989? When it was the first time someone threw an octopus during the game in the Detroit? All right, Willie, sorry about that. Maybe I missed him tonight. It looked like my camera is back normal. I love it. I time coach. How about that? Rudolph, can you make it happen? Larry Lavely go with A with 1948. Thanks so much, Larry. Jose C. Nicolas E. Jerry E. Rudolph E. Claude Richard C. Thanks so much. And after B, Willie Snyder D, N. Rabina B, RG D. Andy B, Luc Laportine D. KLS B. We'll see. We have other people. It was again the add 2 he said about this. Gary said E. do we have, Luciano said B. Thanks so much about this one over there. Look, everybody get it? The answer on this one, guys, and he was right. Nicolas said E.
Oh my God!
The answer is B. Luciano take the lead 2-2. Following by Enartap score, Enrabinov, a.k.a. KLS, he was absolutely right about this. And the reason Enartap got that one, guys, because Enartap, saw that directly. He was at the game Enartap in 1952. So is the reason is remember the fact like the first octopus was through at the game, and KLS just confirmed he saw. By the way, KLS, Larry Lavalley saw Enartap at that game, by the way. So, as you know, we have all the facts connect all together. All right, the last question, guys, is really a special one. It's not about hockey. It's about something else. So, this is our friend Jonathan, guys. And we want to know, guys, not this one. Yeah. Still alive. Which year Jonathan was born? 1832, 1878, 1901, 1938, and 1954. So I know some of you was already born, and they would like to know when year Jonathan was born. It's a funny one for tonight. You can put all the comments there. Would this remind you the most? I don't want to say that. Joseph said C. Jerry said D. Thanks so much about this. Rudolph said C, 1901. Willie C. Larry C. Claude Richard E. Andy said B, 1878. Jerry B. Nicolas said D. Luciano said A. And Atap said A. Nicolas said A. After he switched for D to A. And Rabinov said B. Thanks so much for all the answers so far. And here we go. Yes, c'est une tortue, mon ami. Here we go, guys. I don't know. He did it, guys. This guy is an old school goalie.
Oh my God!
Tonight, guys, nobody could beat Luciano Graziano because Jonathan turned 190 years old yesterday. Jonathan the Turtle, he turned 190 years old. 1832 is answer. And Luciano is the winner, guys, by a mile. 3-3. Perfect game for Luciano tonight. Amazing, great performance of this one over there. That's a little from tail end, Luciano, about this one over there. And now he said, Coach, are you sure about this one? But here we go, guys. Jonathan was born in 1832 and the Seychelles. He has been living in the St. Helena since 1882 and just celebrate his 190th birthday tonight, guys. This was a come for the social media. Well done, well did about this one over there. So, congratulations, Mr. Luciano, he said to me, I love those questions. Coach, give me more facts like that. That's what I'm very good about this one over there. Congratulations for Luciano. Luciano is, is on the sheet right there. Luciano is the second time he won a contest this year. So he's far behind of Mr. RG. We tell you guys, we cover every date. So we cover all the stuff all the night about this one. 19 years old, he has to live another 190 at the league, win another Stanley Cup. I didn't say that. It's Rudolph did it. I did not say that about that one over there, guys. And that's what happening, guys. So this one looked like a gum Worsley. Lovely. Nate him cannot kill the person. A lot of good comments here about that one over there. Still alive. Here we go, RG. What said about this one over there, guys? Wow, what a great show, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the show tonight. A lot of fun. Love to be with you guys. Tomorrow night, Marco and Enarta will be in the house. We're going to talk about the Montreal Canadiens. And if we have any news, we're going to talk about this. Now we're going to talk about some things around NHL. Congratulations again, Luciano. We thanks all the moderators to be a part of the show tonight. Of course, like they do every single night. And we want to thank each one of you guys. Many of you are members. I really appreciate your support of the channel. That's the only way we can come back every single night or single morning. Depends where you are in the world. We wish an amazing great day, Mr. Rudolph. Glad to see you on board. We know I met Rudolph last month, guys. Rudolph is a great man, guys. I wish you can meet him. Hopefully, he will move in Bangkok so I can visit you more often, Mr. Rudolph. Until the next time, guys, of course, we want to remind you one more thing. You are awesome. You are amazing. You are the best. And remember, you have greatness inside of you. Yes, you have greatness inside of you. Each one of you. And please, don't give up. Life is short. You have an amazing, great life in front of you. Wherever you are, remember, you have greatness inside of you. Find a way to reach your full potential. Thanks so much, everybody, to be a part of the show tonight. And Rabinab, Jose DUARTE. Well, always a pleasure, Jose. We miss you, buddy. We really miss you. Hopefully, you're doing well, Jose. I can't wait to see you until the next time, my friend. Luciano, look la personne survive. Look at, oh my God, Jerry, Larry Laballe. We have Nicolas de Bono tonight, of course, KLS, and many others have been with us, Willie Snyder, William McClary, and many others. Hopefully going to have an amazing, great night, and of course, have an amazing, great day, night, Mr. Gary Cournoyer. Until the next time, remember, be well, be L, find a way not only dominate your day, but find a way to dominate the second half of what? Your 2023. Have an amazing, great night, everybody. Remember, we love you, people. Have a good night.
What you started. Don't like the feeling that I've been fooled, deceived, and so misguided. Oh, oh, oh. What do I know? What's going on now? Is this another breakdown? You and me, should I let go? I do really want to know.
Thank you, KLF. Oh yeah.
What's going on now? Is this another breakdown? You and me, should I let go? I do really want to know. What's going on now? Is this another breakdown? You and me, should I say so? We're just putting on a show.
Oh, 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 oh. Booyah!